And welcome, everyone, as we get ready for the final game of the Eastern Conference play-in tournament. One team will punch their ticket to the playoffs. The other will see their season come to an end. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. You look at Atlanta, a do-or-die situation to retain their playoff position.
And Kevin, after battling all season to make that top 8, something that in the past assured you of a playoff spot, now they find themselves in a winner-go-home game for that 8th seed.
Ricochet wide open. That 3 off the mark. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. And at this point, Tyler Hero's used to hearing his name in just about every trade rumor that comes along, Stan. I would assume that's got to be a little disconcerting for a player.
It probably is, Kevin, but give him a lot of credit. It never seems to bother him, at least in terms of affecting his play on the floor. He still puts up big numbers. He plays with great confidence. Tyler Hero's an outstanding offensive player.
That's good from Hero. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
And Hero drops them both. And this past offseason, Stan, was pivotal for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they've been at a crossroads, Kevin, every offseason since their Eastern Conference Finals run in 2021. But after missing out on the playoffs last season, changes seemed inevitable.
Daniels with it. Burks covering. Here's Gay. Hits the jumper.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hero's got 5.
And look at how confident Hero is from range. He'll take that shot whenever possible.
Pass to Ricochet. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Quinn Snyder. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup. And that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Now, here's Wiggins. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. And in the building tonight, Robert Duchesne showing his support for his hometown team.
Originally from College Park, Georgia, in 2019 he purchased an ownership stake in the Hawks G League squad. The College Park Skyhawks, clearly he loves this franchise.
Now Daniels, after Tyler Hero's three-pointer that didn't go. Pass to Young. Here's the teardrop, and he sinks the layup.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Burks kicks to Hero. Launches it. Rebound Atlanta. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Young outside. Okongwu a screen. Young's shot is off.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Hero kicks to Burks. Adebayo with a screen for Burks. And the three ball is good.
Timeout.
Burks has got his second bucket tonight.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The Hawks making a switch here. Krejci's checked in. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Daniels. Young looking around. Here's Krejci. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Clock at 4. And Young kicks to Daniels. Three-pointer. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And how about the find by Trey, making sure he keeps his teammates involved.
Higgins outside. Hero against Young. Hero passes to Wiggins. They set the screen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Krejci. Pass to Gay. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Here's Ware. Now Burks. 5 points in the game.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
To the inside. Pass to Young. Driving in. And Ware pulls it down. The Heat leading by 3. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. That's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of this game. He misses the free throw. And a new group getting ready for Miami. And the second free throw, good. What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. There's Hero with the three. And again, it's the Heat missing. The Hawks have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Rizichet with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Another three for Atlanta.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And that does it for the first quarter. Hawks on top. They finish off the first quarter on a 12-3 run. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And we welcome you back to the second quarter of this exciting play-in game. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hawks?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Outside, Hero. Shoots from the high post. Nice jump shot. Good. Hero's got 7 points in the game.
And when you watch Hero play, it's no surprise he's a gym rat. He can score from any spot on the floor.
Inside, here's Ricochet. And the dunk by Ricochet.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Now, Hero turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. Drills it from outside. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way. Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive, so there's a balance.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Here's LeVert. Nothing on the board. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Ricochet. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And here is Hero. 10 points for him. Not that time. It's off. He's 3 for 7. The Hawks leading. Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps. And this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
Here's Hero, following the bucket by the Hawks. For the 3. Rebound, Atlanta. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over.
There's a screen. And it's Ricochet missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Hero. Pass to Anderson. Clock at 6. Here's Highsmith. Sinks the three-pointer. Highsmith's got it all tied up now for Miami.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Ricochet, guarded by Robinson.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. And a new group in for the Heat. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Miami. Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by the Heat. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Gay with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Burks kicks to Adebayo. On the wing, Wiggins. Puts one up from 19. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
And with that mid-range jumper, Wiggins has the lift to shoot over almost anyone.
Young outside. Back to Daniels. From deep. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Heat have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Burks kicks to Adebayo. Back to Burks. Pass to Robinson from past the arc. And it's Ricochet with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Down low. 40 seconds left here in the second. To the paint. Here's Gay. Now Ricochet sinks the triple. Ricochet's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Ware kicks to Burks. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 5 rebounds tonight. It's Young on the wing. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And now a 7-point Hawks lead. Fires from way outside. Doesn't go that time. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far for the Miami Heat.
Well, I'm seeing way too much selfish play. Don't try to attack the defense 1-on-5. Move the basketball, look for others, and then get your teammates involved. That's a recipe for winning.
Checking out how the Hawks are doing in this series. They've got a good chance of landing that 8th seed position and avoiding seeing their season come to an end.
Those high stakes should keep them from sweating. There's nothing more dangerous than a team with their season on the line.
Yeah, momentum can shift. Anything could happen. They gotta finish strong.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Hi, everyone. Glad to have you back for third quarter action of the play-in game. Zachary Rizashay has been, in a word, sensational.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
The Heat trail by 7. Now, Hero. Just to Ware. There's the triple. It's good from long range. Ware's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Back to Young. To the middle.
You know, such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his teammates.
The Heat shooting about 42% so far. So here's Burks. He's got 5. Hero from long range. Gay with the rebound. Inside, here's Daniels, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Outside, Hero. Ware dishes to Wiggins. They set the pick. To the paint. Here's Ware. Covered by Okongwu. Ware, no good.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Young outside. It's up a 3. Rebound by the Heat. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Here's Young following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Rizashay in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Wiggins with some nice D. And it's Wiggins with the ball for Miami. Outside, Hero. Ware passes to Wiggins. To the wing on the left. This one for 3. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Ware.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Now, Rizashay. He's got 17. Young outside from downtown. At the top of the key, Rizashay. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Down low, here's Hero. Krejci with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
First free throw is good. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Now, Hero, 12 points for him. Has to Ware. Now, here's Burks. Here's Ware, 5 to shoot. Robinson for 3, and it's Rizichet with the rebound. Hero against LeVert. Rizichet with it. Now Okongwu. Rizichet with it. He's got 20. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And Okongwu slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
There's the pick. And a wide open look for Hero. It's good from about 19 feet. Hero's got 14.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
The Heat trail by 8. Burks for 3. Gay with the rebound. Gay's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to LeVert. 1:05 left here in the third quarter. Here's Krejci, and he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 5.
A solid passer at his position. LeVert excels at finding his teammates when they're open.
And here's Burks. 5 points in the game. Now here is Robinson. There's Hero with the 3. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Krejci. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Okongwu with a screen on Burks. And it's Rizichet missing. The Heat trail by 10 to the inside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. And Burks hits 2 free throws. 15 seconds left to play in the third. Here's LeVert. from deep three-point land. Doesn't go for him.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Hawks ahead, leading by 8. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And thanks for joining us for this 4th quarter of this play-in game. The Hawks leading by 8. And it's Miami with the rebound. Now Hero shoots from 14, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And there's no hesitation from Hero. When the shot's there for him, he is looking to let it fly.
And Matthews kicks to LeVert. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Outside Hero. Fires for 3. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
The Heat trail by 5. Pass to Robinson. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 6. And Love gets it to go.
And the physical defense, not enough to stop Love. He's just too strong down low.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. Now, with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. It's Young on the wing. Pass to man. Here's Barlow. LeVert with it. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Heat. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Hero, no good. The Hawks leading by 3. LeVert the pass to Barlow. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And how about the recognition there from Levert? Coaching staff will appreciate that kind of ball movement.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. There's Hero with the three, and he's good on the three ball. Hero's got 10 points in just the second half. Young outside. Shoots over Hero. Again, the Hawks good for two. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And some changes here for the Heat. Ware's checked in, and Bam Adebayo subbed in for Jaime Jaquez. Pass to Burks. Now Adebayo. Here's Ware, covered by Okongwu. Ware dishes to Wiggins. He lobs it up. It's tipped. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Daniels. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Alec Burks. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, the main thing here, though, guys, is just to make sure you get a 2-possession game now.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Hero on the wing. Back to Burks. 6 to shoot. And again, it's the Heat missing. Atlanta leading by 5. Pass to Daniels. Okongwu with it. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Miami's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. To the middle. Adebayo. Yep, that one goes.
Just playing so strong down low. Adebayo knows you got to be ready for the fight inside.
Here's Young driving the lane, and the layup falls. And the Hawks lead by 5.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Shots good by Hero.
And, you know, some guys shrink as the game tightens. Hero calls for the ball. Clutch.
Here's Young. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
It's Hero with the drive.
And those are the buckets Hero needs to round out his game. The more points he gets off drives, the more open that jumper will get.
Gets the first. That shrinks the margin to just 4. And Hero drops them both.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Young outside. Rebound by the Heat. Hero with it. .107 left in the fourth quarter. And Adebayo throws it down.
And look who shows up in the clutch. The readiness of Adebayo paying off big time.
Here's Young. It counts.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Here's Wiggins. Hero pitch to Wiggins. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Here's Riesesheim. He can't hit that time. Wiggins with some nice D.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Adebayo passes to Hero. And stolen by Okongwu. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
There's 14 seconds left in the game. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 5. And what's their best move at this point?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
hero against Young. Shakes him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
And they did it. A big win for the Atlanta Hawks. They were in danger of losing their spot in the postseason bracket, but they toughened up and locked down the 8th seed.
And after a team loses their first play-in game, the pressure goes way up in this one. But they responded, kept their focus, and kept their season alive.
And that puts a cap on it. Glad to have you with us for all the drama of the play-in tournament. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Zachary Rizachet.
Welcome, everyone. The winner of this game will grab the 8th seed. It's win or go home. These fans can't wait. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. You look at Memphis, considered the favorites. What do you think they need to do to keep going?
Well, you have to play to your strengths. Don't allow your opponent to speed you up or slow you down, and stick to your brand of basketball.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Davis, a screen. Dinwiddie passes to Davis. No good on the triple. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Wells. And here's Jackson. Three-pointer. Gafford grabs the miss. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Here's Davis. He gets it in there.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Morant. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Pass to Wells. Now Jackson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
And that one falls for Jackson. For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
B.A., they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience.
And that's good as he hits both shots. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Gafford. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Now Morant, looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game. Pass to Bane, three-pointer, drains the triple.
You don't expect this from Jackson Jr. He catches him by surprise by passing it.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Now here's Gafford. Thompson scanning the floor. Here's Dinwiddie from deep. And it's Bane with the rebound. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Grizzlies head coach had a few moments to share with me. We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, B.A.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Ooh, nice touch from the mid-range. Davis proving how effective he is from that spot.
Outside Morant. Inside. And there's Edey. That's good. And the assist by Morant.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. And Dallas also making a switch. Exum's checked in. And he lobs it up, and the dunk by Gafford.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish, bringing it down with some attitude. Outside Bain. Back to Morant. And he converts the layup.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Thompson outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Bain, the pass to Aldama. Morant with it. Shoots over Dinwiddie, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Now Exum. Gafford the screen. Releases. Exum's shot is off. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. Memphis making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. .152 left to play in the first. And Williams has got the ball here for Dallas. Pass to Thompson from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And here's Kennard. Left side Morant. Clock at 6. Slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
The Mavericks have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Morant against Williams. Pass to Thompson. This one for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Thompson's got 6.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now here's Bain. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game. Morant, his 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Williams against Morant. Blocked! And they recover it. Lively with a screen on Bain. 6 on the shot clock. And a slam dunk by Lively.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Morant against Williams. Morant with the bucket.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Exum outside. And it's good for 2.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Mavericks ahead, up 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Welcome back to the second quarter of this play-in tournament matchup. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Mavericks.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Here's Pippen. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. Richard, if the three-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high percentage looks.
So it's the Mavericks now, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. The three from Washington. Aldama grabs the board. Memphis leading. Here's Pippen. 9 points in his last outing. Here's Jackson. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. Wells, the pass to Jackson. Kennard on the wing. He's guarded by Exum. Kennard can't get it to go. The Mavericks shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Kennard against Williams. Screen by Lively. The three. The rebound by Jackson. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Huff, the pass to Kennard. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Now here's Williams. Against Sacramento, he was really on his game. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Kennard outside. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And here's Lively. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. And a slam dunk by Lively.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Timeout call, Memphis. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Kennard, and it's Morant in for Pippen. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Washington. Christie's checked in for Marshall. And it's Hardy in for Williams. Now here's Jackson. His last outing, he had 18 points. 4 on the clock. Here's Morant. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's Hardy. On the wing, Davis. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Well, Richard, we know how decorated AD was early on in his career. What can we expect from him moving forward?
Oh, he was getting Defensive Player of the Year and MVP votes back then. If he can get back to that level, he's going to be an absolute focal point for a long time coming.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
And that one falls for Jackson. So for Dallas, Klay Thompson comes in for Exum, and Spencer Dinwiddie is subbed in for Hardy. Both shots good from the stripe. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside Davis. Pass to Gafford. Now here's Thompson, guarded by Bain. And there's Thompson on the assist by Gafford. Thompson's got his third basket on the night right there. Outside Morant. Morant fights through contact inside.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Jackson against Davis. Six to shoot. To the paint. Gafford passes to Dinwiddie. Top of the key jumper, no good.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Oh, Morant takes the contact, and it still goes. Wow. 1:29 left in the first half of this one. Outside Davis. Dinwiddie with a screen on Jackson. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Over the course of AD's career, he's made a concerted effort to draw fouls, and we've seen that free throw attempt number skyrocket.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
I'm not sure we've seen someone like AD before. Super long, skilled, athletic. He's just a unique talent.
Bain, the pass to Morant. Excellent D there from Dinwiddie.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's Davis. Look at Davis go to work on the interior.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
For Memphis, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Here's Morant. The putback. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Thompson outside. We've got 33 seconds left in the second. Dinwiddie passes to Thompson. There's the triple. The rebound by Edey. And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. Yes, sir! Ja can throw it down.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Thompson passes to Gafford. Now Davis. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Memphis ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
Looking at this series for the Memphis Grizzlies, they've kept this one close so far. In this elimination game, what's the key for the second half, Shaq?
Don't give the ball away. Make your other teams work for it. And stay hungry like me.
You better be hungry. In a close game like this, you can't afford a lapse of focus, so they have to stick with it.
Should be a ton of fun. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And welcome back to 2K Sports coverage of the play-in game as we move to the second half of action. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And so it's Memphis with it. It's a three-point game. Outside Bain. Back to Morant. Dinwiddie with a rebound. Dallas shooting the ball at 48% so far. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Bain. Pass to Dinwiddie. Washington outside. Here's Davis. Over Jackson. Memphis with a rebound. Here's Wells. No points so far. Now here's Morant. Throws it up high.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with Ja. He's always looking to move that ball.
Mavericks trail by 5. Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Thompson outside. Pass to Dinwiddie. Takes a three. Cleared away by Wells.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Outside Bain. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Anthony Davis.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Outside Bain. Pass to Jackson. Fires for three. Buries it from three. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
Dinwiddie with it. No made baskets yet. Davis with a screen on Morant. Dinwiddie against Morant. Dinwiddie gets the bucket.
You can tell his hustle inspires the entire squad. He really gets everyone so amped up.
Here's Morant. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Washington passes to Dinwiddie, and he lobs it up to the rim, and the dunk by Gafford.
Yeah, the combo guard Dinwiddie, so good at figuring out when one of his guys is open.
Pass to Edey. Outside Bain. And here's Morant. He's covered by Dinwiddie to the inside.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Mavericks trail by 4. Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. For 3. And there's Dinwiddie. That one's good. On the assist by Gafford. Dinwiddie's got 5 now.
And it's great to see Dinwiddie dial it up from deep. Needs to keep connecting from out there.
Morant with it. Now Thompson defending. Morant, no good. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. And you think about the fearlessness of Ja Morant and how he attacks, even as a smaller player. RJ, you got any comparisons?
I would say AI, but AI was more of a 2-guard, even though he was a couple inches shorter, but definitely similarities of how they attack the paint with fearlessness.
Now here's Morant. 16 points for him. Beyond the arc. Oh, Morant sinks the triple.
The competitive fire of Morant matching the 3 on the other end.
Washington outside. Here's Davis. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
And the first one at the line is good. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. And Dallas making a change here. So he gets them both. There's 1:40 left in the third. Pass to Edey. Aldama outside. Davis against Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Bain with it. 4-3. It's hauled in by Exum. To the left side wing. Launches it. Aldama grabs the board. Aldama's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Morant. Aldama outside. Jackson with it. Checked by Davis. Jackson, the pass to Aldama. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. So both teams changing it up here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Williams. Still no points. Six on the shot clock.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. He misses the free throw. Both teams will make substitutions. Good on the second one. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Jackson. He's got 7. Kennard on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Williams from long range. Again, the miss by Dallas. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 1. We've got more in store for you right after this.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And we return now to the final quarter of coverage for the NBA play-in game. Here's Christie. And here's Exum. Lively with a screen on Bain. Exum outside. Shot clock at 5. Goes up at the stripe. That shot, no good.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Bain surveying the D. Down low. Here's Pippen. Soft touch off the glass.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
And so it's Dallas with it. They trail by 3. Exum passes to Christie. To tie it up. Kept alive. And a slam dunk by Lively.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Rebounded by Marshall. The Mavericks have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. To take the lead. Here's Exum. And that misses. That would have put him up. And the Grizzlies shooting about 56% in this one. Pass to Bain. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Lively's got 5 rebounds tonight. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Edey's checked in for Huff. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Dallas. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Allie, thank you. The Mavericks trailing. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here to take the lead. AD stretching the floor.
Just some quick thinking from AD. Doesn't want to give the D any time to react. Just catch it and shoot it.
Pass to Edey. Here's Wells. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Dallas?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Take a break.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
That one's off. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jackson comes in for Aldama. And it's Ja Morant in for Pippen. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Washington comes in for Marshall. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Christie. And it's Dinwiddie in for Williams. And the second free throw is good. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Davis, and he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
In case you haven't been watching his entire career, it is tough to contain Davis when he is on a roll. He's got a physicality and an expansive all-around skill set.
Morant, no good. The Mavericks lead by 3. Washington outside. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Davis. Memphis with a rebound. Here's Bain. Pass to Wells. Outside Bain. Up top Morant. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And again it's Memphis missing. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. To the middle. Here's Gafford. Cleared away by Wells. Grizzlies trail by 3. Over Washington. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. The Mavericks have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. Washington, a screen on Morant. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Jackson outside. On the wing, Bain. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Davis against Jackson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Staying strong against the defense. It's just great to see Davis initiate the contact.
The first one, and that'll put him up 2. Dinwiddie hits both free throws here, and it's a three-point game.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Dinwiddie against Morant. Comes up empty down low. And for Dallas, they're shooting 47% on this one. Looking efficient.
In the clutch, Davis just showing supreme focus. When his team needs him, that's when he shows up the most.
1:16 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, Morant attacking the D head-on.
Get this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion, man.
Dinwiddie outside. Here's Davis. The rebound by Jackson. For Memphis, they've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. The Mavericks on offense. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Dinwiddie passes to Davis. Free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Great job at the line, and it's now a 2-possession game.
Timeout, Grizzlies. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
They don't want to waste time here. If they can score fast enough, they can go back on D and try to get a stop instead of having to foul.
And here are the Grizzlies now. It's a 5-point game. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Edey. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
One shot.
We got this. We got this.
And the free throw, no good. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game. Timeout called. Memphis. They trail by 5. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Here's Bain. And the rebound goes to Dallas. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. Here's the 3. The shot won't fall. And that's it, folks. The Dallas Mavericks have won. And with 2 impressive wins, they launch themselves from a 10th seed to an 8th seed, and they are heading to the playoffs.
And what's interesting is that this wasn't how most people saw the play-in tournament going, but they worked hard and made it happen. Very exciting.
And that's all from us. One thing is for certain. These play-in tournament games have added some late-season drama. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Anthony Davis.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. And tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors. They'll go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Tuesday, the New York Knicks coming to town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Toronto where they'll take on the Raptors.
And for their matchup with Orlando, that's one to watch for. Fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
But the day has finally arrived for basketball fans. It's opening day of a brand new NBA regular season.
Nothing quite like the excitement of beginning the regular season, Kevin. It's one of my favorite days of the year, and this matchup here tonight should be a fun one. Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
And a deep three from Curry. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here, matched up against the Golden State Warriors, is how they're going to tip off the new season.
And this is their first matchup against this team since they knocked them off in the NBA Finals.
Yeah, but you know, it's really interesting. They were swept by them in the regular season last year, so we'll see who wins out tonight.
And here's Thompson following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Pachulia dishes to Curry. Count that one.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. It's a three-point game. Into the lane. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the evening. And he can't get the first one.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
And he's good on the second. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Now Curry. Pachulia with the screen on Irving. Curry fires from way outside. Again, Curry missing. Cleveland has come out of the gates quickly. Inside, here's Irving. And that one is good. Irving's got his third bucket of the night.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Curry with it. Green with a screen on Irving. No one near Curry as he lets it go. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on him.
Here's Irving. Sweet little floater. Irving's got 9.
Beautiful touch. That's a nice shot there.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Green with a screen on Irving. Here's Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 7.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Love with the screen for Irving. Shoots over Curry. Irving can't hit.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Thompson misses. The Cavaliers leading by 3. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Smith. And now that's 11 points for Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. David West, he's checked in for Green. And Cleveland also making a change. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. Here's Thompson. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You know, sometimes you forget about how big Clay is as a guard. I mean, he can take a hit and still finish shots down low.
Thompson, a screen on Curry. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. On defense, Golden State. They trail by 3. Thompson sets the pick for Irving. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Thompson. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Irving kicks to LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires top of the key. And Pachulia pulls it down.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Curry passes to Durant. Back to Curry. Takes the 3. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 10.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 11. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Thompson finds Curry. There's the 3. Rebound, Love. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter, and it's blocked. Irving against Curry. Curry with another miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Irving looking for an opening. Thompson, a screen on Curry. Nobody near Irving. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Here's Curry. 10 points for him. Pass to Thompson. The three. That shot missing. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And when you look at this year's rookie class, Clark, which players stand out to you?
Well, you talk about the top three picks, Simmons, Ingram, and I love Ingram. His length and potential is really enticing. And then Brown, I think, will be an all-star, as will Ingram. But I also like that Buddy Hield and Jamal Murray are guys that bring a lot of potential to the table. Outstanding shooters, not just shooters, they are also scorers.
Now Livingston following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. And the slam dunk by McGee.
McGee is an exceptional athlete, so you got to prevent him from getting near the rim.
Pass to Dunleavy. Jefferson with it. Now Dunleavy. Left side Williams from the arc. Here's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Warriors leading by 5. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Livingston passes to West. Good D by Love. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. The three ball. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Thompson. It's rebounded by Jefferson. The Cavaliers trail by 5. On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Livingston. Dunleavy's shot is off. The Warriors shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Here's Henderson. Another shot, and it's Dunleavy with the rebound. Cleveland's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Williams can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 5. And here's Livingston. No scoring in this one. And the stuff by West.
That kind of aggressive and forceful move by West really rubs off on his teammates.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Some changes for Golden State. Draymond Green comes in for McGee. And it's Kevin Durant in for Henderson. Cleveland also making some changes. Smith comes in for Dunleavy, and Irving subbed in for Mo Williams. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Outside Irving. Outside Jefferson. Cleveland moving the ball around. Love kicks to Smith. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Livingston. Warriors leading by 7. Pass to Thompson. Outside, Green. Durant against Jefferson. Green with a screen for KD. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. KD's got his first bucket in this one.
That mid-range shot, a go-to one for KD.
Love outside. Back to Irving to stop the drought. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Here's Livingston. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Love. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that touch around the rim is just great from Love.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And some changes here for the Warriors. JaVale McGee's checked in for West. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Thompson. Channing Frye's checked in for the Cavaliers. LeBron comes in for Jefferson. Here's Livingston. Hasn't made one yet. And again, it's the Warriors missing. 1:58 left in the second quarter. Smith kicks to James. That shot is off. Excellent D that time there from McGee. KD passes to Curry. Green with a screen on Irving. It's Curry outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And the rebound goes to the Warriors. KD's got 5 rebounds tonight. Durant uses his size in close.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
LeBron outside. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Anderson, a screen on Curry. No good from Irving.
The tough shots aren't going down for him right now, but neither are the easy ones. I mean, he's got to find the rhythm somehow.
Back to Livingston. Pass to Curry. 5 on the clock. Over Smith. Curry can't get it to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Looking to get it going. And Irving with the lay-in. Good. Irving's got 13 points.
Oh, check out the handles. Their nasty spin move had his man grabbing for air.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for Golden State.
The defensive effort has been the difference. They're determined, they're creating tough shots, and their intensity level hasn't been matched by their opponent.
Can't score, can't win. Simple, Dr. O'Neill.
I would agree, Professor Ernie Johnson.
And now here's something that's always interesting. Let's see what the fans are up to on social media. And one here from Grandmaster Dash. He wants to know, do you have any fears you're willing to admit? I, for one, am scared of the answers you're going to give.
You promise not to laugh, you two?
I promise.
Well, I haven't told many people, but I'm scared of heights. You laughing?
How can you be scared of heights?
Yeah,
You're
can
7'1".
you?
You're scared of heights. Oh my God! So you don't. What do? You sit down all day?
As a matter of fact, I do. Every day is a struggle.
Scared of heights. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Green with a screen on Irving. Curry from deep three-point land. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Warriors. James with it. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Floats it up for James. That's in there. Love with the assist. And here are the Warriors now. They're leading by 8. Now here's Durant. Green with a screen on LeBron. High post shot. Thompson with the rebound. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting 31%. Not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Love with the screen for James. He's looking for Love and finds him. Back to LeBron. 4 on the clock. And it's Smith missing. Warriors leading by 8. Here's Thompson. Back to KD. Pachulia with the screen on Irving. Durant wide open. He fires. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Here's James. James absorbing hits on the drive.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Here's Green. And the layup's good off the glass. Green's got his first bucket of the night. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Number 1, Stephen Curry. Kevin Durant, 3rd.
And how about the work both of them put in from the foul line? Just such a consistent, dependable performance from both.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. A nice shot by Irving.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And they were in the top 10 in scoring. Their system really played to their strengths. They had a very good plan in place at the offensive end.
And the defensive ranking, GA, you brought up, right near the top of the league. They had attitude at that end of the floor. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Pass to LeBron. To the paint. Clock at 6. Thompson sets the pick for James. Fires away from way outside. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now LeBron, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Here's Love. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now it's just a 4-point Warrior lead. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to KD. 6 3-pointers off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Cans it from downtown.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Now here's Durant. Pachulia finds Curry. Oh, Curry so accurate from 3-point range.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
Here's Irving. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia has got his 5th rebound in this one. Curry with it. Picked up by Thompson. And Thompson sends it back.
Good job by Thompson using his size and strength to erase that shot.
And the Warriors making a change here. West is checked in. A switch here also for Cleveland. Jefferson's checked in. .153 left in the third quarter.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Shot clock at 5. Again, Irving missing. Warriors leading by 4. Now Kevin Durant. Pass to Thompson. Puts up a deep 3. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. McGee, he's checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Kevin Durant. Then for the Cavaliers, Anderson, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Williams in for Irving. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the third. Outside Jefferson. Outside Williams. Pass to James. LeBron James making it look easy from deep.
Well, you know, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, but then he drops that on you.
West a screen on LeBron. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Thompson against James. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That one goes. Count it. 18 points for Stephen Curry.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Nobody near Williams. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shot's now starting to fall.
Here's Curry with the 3. Love grabs the board. Love's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Warriors lead by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And how about a look now at our assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And here is Fromm. Back to Smith. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Warriors leading. Here's Cooper. Pass to Green. 6 on the shot clock. KD looking around. No good on the triple.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
Warriors shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Pass to Livingston. Green with a screen on Irving. Here's Livingston. It's hauled in by Fry. And it's Irving with the ball for Cleveland. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
You know, this is simply what Kyrie Irving does. Get buckets against defenders. He's a bucket maker.
Here's KD following the basket by Kyrie Irving. He gets it in there.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. Jefferson kicks to Smith. Right side, Irving to take the lead. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
Doesn't matter if he's well guarded or not. Kyrie knocking it down from deep.
Now here's Durant. Contact will not stop Durant.
2 points the hard way there. Battling, willing that bucket in.
Outside Irving. The tray. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
Exactly. I mean, finding their stride offensively, and they're on top on the scoreboard, and things are looking pretty good for them right now.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And the Warriors with some changes. Pachulia, he's checked in for West. Klay Thompson comes in for Cooper. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston. And then for Cleveland, Thompson, he's checked in for Anderson. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And it's LeBron in for Jefferson. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Cleveland's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. LeBron, no good.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Thompson outside. Thompson with the 3.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Smith with it. Irving for three. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got his 6th rebound on the night. Thompson outside. And another three for Golden State.
Fantastic to see Klay Thompson deliver when his team needs a basket most.
Thompson, a screen on Curry. Irving with the bounce pass. Puts it up from 12. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pachulia's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Green. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Love. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Thompson finds Love. James in the post. Guarded by KD. James, no good. There's a minute 40 left here in the 4th quarter. Outside Curry. Curry in the lane. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead.
Certainly not the biggest guy on the floor, but Curry has plenty of grit and determination behind his drive.
Here's James. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Up top, Curry, covered by Irving. Curry can't get it to go. And so James will bring it up for Cleveland. With the fadeaway. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
LeBron James is clutch. Not the first time he's done that, nor will it be the last.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Now here's Curry. Off target with his 3.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
That's the way to go.
LeBron passes to Thompson. The kick out to Irving. Love with the screen for Irving. Can't knock in the 3. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
Yeah, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we've got the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Timeout called the Cavaliers. 7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Long range from the inbound, and that one is off. So we see the Warriors get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Stephen Curry. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Our game tonight featuring the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Denver Nuggets. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. And let's see what Denver has coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be playing the Pelicans in New Orleans. And then on Saturday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Portland Trail Blazers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Well, Greg, every new NBA season is characterized by a great deal of optimism around the league. Each team has it.
Yeah, these guys work really hard in the offseason. They come into the year with expectations and goals that they've set for themselves. Now, though, it's finally time to go out and execute.
Now, here is Gallinari. Jokic sets the screen for Gallinari. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Siakam's shot is off. Harris looking it over. The three. Cranes the three, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. That one on DeRozan. The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
I like the competitive juice of Gary Harris. He wants to win every game, and he plays for his team at a high level.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Toronto. 4-point game. And going against Denver, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
And this is a matchup that can frustrate them as they came up empty in their 2 games against them last year.
Guys, you wouldn't expect this year's series to go that way, but after last year, you never know.
And Denver has possession. Here's Moutier. Gallinari outside for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Carroll finds Lowry. First quarter, just over a minute played. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Moutier kicks to Gallinari. And here is Harris. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. Toronto with the ball. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That's too easy for DeRozan. I mean, you can't give him that kind of look on the inside.
Moutier pass to Fareed. Gallinari against Carroll. Gallinari on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And again, Denver no good.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Outside DeRozan. It's hauled in by Jokic. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Gallinari outside, fires the 3, and Valanciunas pulls it down.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Lowry from outside. Rebounded by Fareed. Denver in the lead. Gallinari dishes to Moutier. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Jokic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Look at how Jokic keeps his composure, even against the physicality inside.
Harris against DeRozan. Here's Lowry. Offline with his 3. Moutier with the ball. Still without a basket. Gallinari outside. The three-pointer no good.
Putting up a goose egg bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Back to DeRozan. Down low. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
DeRozan sizing up the situation and making the right read. That's basketball savvy. We call that hoops sense.
And the Raptors making a change here. Joseph's checked in. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Now here's Murray. 1:57 left to play here in the first. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Siakam left side. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Pascal's a young guy that plays with tremendous intensity. He will not back up at all.
Murray right side. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Pass to Valanciunas. Valanciunas with a screen on Moutier. Here's Lowry. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Excellent play call that time by Lowry, breaking up the defense with the pick and roll to create a shot for himself.
Now here's Fareed. Still scoreless. Back to Moutier. Murray outside. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. The Raptors have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And look at Siakam getting physical, earning that trip to the line.
The Raptors shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Shoot 2.
Throw good. Siakam.
Something you notice about Pascal Siakam is his work ethic. This young man will work hard to earn opportunities and then work harder to make the most of them.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Patterson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Terrence Ross comes in for Damari Carroll. And it's DeRozan in for Kyle Lowry. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 3, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nurkic, rebound by the Raptors. Ross kicks to Siakam. Outside, Joseph. Ross on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Hits it from three-point range.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Raptors out in front, leading by 6. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Toronto leading by 6. Outside DeRozan. Last season, Greg, a special one for the NBA. A lot of history was made.
Yeah, the Warriors set the best ever regular season record at 73-9. LeBron and the Cavaliers, though, come back from being down 3-1 to win their first championship. And how about Kobe Bryant scored 60 points in his final game at the age of 37, no less.
You know, Murray has not been in the league that long, but he certainly plays like a seasoned vet.
Joseph, the pass to Patterson. DeRozan against Beasley. Left side, DeRozan. Rebound by Nurkic. The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray outside. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Murray. Nurkic a screen on DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Murray, no good. Murray's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33% to the paint. No good from Ross.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Nurkic. Chandler kicks to Beasley. Murray way outside. Again, the miss by Murray.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Sullinger with a screen for DeRozan. A beautiful reverse layup. DeRozan's got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Nurkic setting the pick for Gallinari. DeRozan with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Ross. Denver grabs the miss. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And that one is good by Beasley.
I don't think we have to worry anything about Murray being selfish. I mean, this guy will give it up when there's a better shot to be had.
And Joseph kicks to Ross. Pass to DeRozan. Sullinger a screen on Beasley. Here's DeRozan. Back to Ross. Beyond the arc. That shot off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 3. Beasley outside. Chandler against Patterson. Chandler the pass to Beasley. In the corner, Murray with it. Over Joseph. Murray, good. And now just a 1-point Toronto lead.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
Joseph looking around. To the middle. Here's Patterson. Wilson Chandler with the rebound. Nuggets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Back to Murray. Pass to Nurkic. Beasley with a clean look. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for Toronto. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home.
Nice timing on that pull-up J. Got to respect Joseph's touch and his willingness to shoot off the dribble.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Fareed comes in for Chandler. Gary Harris, he's checked in for Malik Beasley. And it's Moutier in for Murray. .152 left in the first half. Lowry against Moutier. Jokic with the screen on Lowry. Moutier with the basket.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Now here is Lowry. Siakam kicks to Powell. Over Harris. Denver grabs the miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Gallinari dishes to Moutier. Just 5 to shoot. Lets a floater go. He lays it in. Moutier's got 5 now.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Pass to Siakam. Back to Lowry. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. Buries it from three-point range. 5 points in the game.
Boy, there's a pit bull kind of quality to Kyle Lowry's game. He's relentless at both ends.
Moutier pass to Gallinari. And here is Harris. Jokic with the screen on Lowry. Moutier, no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. It's Powell with the drive. He gets that one. Denver with the ball. It's a 3-point game. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Jokic, no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Raptors lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Welcome to our halftime show. Some excellent basketball so far with Denver in a close game.
Shooting below 35%, unacceptable. Makes the game closer than it needs to be. But also, credit the defense they were facing.
Yeah, staying connected to shooters, trying to contest everything. All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look at the Raptors, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Toronto leading by 3. Outside Lowry. Outside DeRozan. Lowry up top, defended by Moutier. The fadeaway. Lowry can't get that one to fall. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Gallinari outside. Pass to Harris. Three-pointer. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. Raptors shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Valanciunas with a screen on Moutier. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Here's Carroll. And Siakam has it in the corner. Clock at 6. Lowry against Moutier. Lowry's shot is good. Lowry's got his third basket of the night.
A burly, bruising point guard. Lowry is good at using that upper body strength to fight through contact.
Gallinari outside. Jokic with his screen on Carroll. Gallinari passes to Jokic. Jokic sets the screen for Harris. Denver needs to get off his shot. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Toronto leading by 5. Lowry feeling it out a bit. Screened by Valanciunas. Lowry can't get that one to fall.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Gallinari. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
You got to be careful how you guard Gallinari. The Italian swingman is effective at drawing contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And this team loves what Danilo Gallinari brings to the table. He's a big guy at 6'10", a great shooter who spaces the floor, so he gives you size and that three-point shot.
Good on the second free throw. Now DeRozan. Siakam outside. Pass to Lowry. Valanciunas with a screen on Moutier. Inside. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Setting up others and running the offense smoothly. That is what Lowry does.
The Nuggets trail by 6. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Harris's shot is off.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Left side Lowry. Back to DeRozan. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas. He can't get that one. Good defense by Jokic. For Denver, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Gallinari outside. Jokic with the screen on Lowry. Shot clock at 5. Moutier. Out to Harris. Gallinari on the wing. Carroll covering. A floater. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Carroll passes to Lowry. Harris against DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Lets the three fly. Nailed from three-point land. Lowry's got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors.
And that's Lowry's shot right there. Always looking to capitalize from that range.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Patterson, he's checked in for the Raptors. And then for Denver, Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Jokic. Chandler comes in for Gallinari. And it's Jamal Murray in for Moutier. On defense, Toronto. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming from the free throw line. Harris outside. Lets it go with the three. Knocks down the three ball. Harris has got 7 points in the game.
Excellent decision maker. Love how decisive Harris is in the pick and roll.
Carroll passes to Valanciunas. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Nuggets trail by 6. In the corner, it's Harris. Nurkic setting the pick for Harris. Over DeRozan. A nice shot by Harris. Harris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Can't give Harris any breathing room from the mid-range. He's excellent in that space.
Pass to Lowry. Valanciunas inside. Working on Nurkic. Outside Lowry. Just 5 on the clock. Moves back up. And Valanciunas with the layup. 7 points in the game.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Nurkic setting the pick for Harris. Second chance effort. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Nurkic.
Hey, anytime you get a good shot off inside, that's an excellent possession.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Patterson, the screen. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Again, the miss by Lowry. Chandler against Carroll. Nurkic dishes to Fareed. It's Carroll on the wing. For Murray. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Raptors. They're up by 4. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Pass to Chandler. Shoots over Patterson. Chandler, no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Mar DeRozan on the wing. He's covered by Murray. And DeRozan kicks to Joseph. Patterson setting the pick for Joseph. Offensive rebound. Now here's Ross. Ross sets a screen for DeRozan. Over Murray. DeRozan's shot is off.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
One step and go. His plan was to drive the whole time.
To the right side. And Patterson kicks to Joseph. Patterson setting the pick for Joseph. And it's Denver with the rebound. Chandler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Beasley the pass to Murray. Chandler with a screen for Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Outstanding move by Murray inside, showing no regard for the tough defense.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Boy, they showed no hesitation on the mid-range game as well. I thought that was really a big key for him.
And you know, with some players, it's more than just the numbers. He provides things for this team that don't always show up in a stat sheet.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Toronto. Damari Carroll comes in for Ross. And a switcher also for Denver. Mike Miller's checked in for Beasley. That one drops. He ties it up.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Outside, Joseph. Pass to Carroll. Poeltl against Nurkic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. The free throw drops for Poeltl. Jokic is checked in for Denver. No good on the second free throw.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
Out to Chandler. Nelson outside. Nurkic a screen on Joseph. Here's Nelson. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Raptors with the lead. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Pirtle. Doubled by Nelson. Pirtle's shot is off. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Murray outside. And here's Nelson. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Murray outside. The Nuggets with another miss. The Raptors have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Knocked away, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. The Raptors call timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Some changes for Toronto. Valanciunas is checked in for Pirtle. Pascal Siakam comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Joseph. Big group substitution here for Denver. Kenneth Faried's checked in for Nurkic. Alinari comes in for Wilson Chandler. Harris is checked in for Jamal Murray. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Nelson. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. During that last break, I heard what the Raptors coach told to his team. He wants his team to mix it up offensively. He said, we've been settling for too many threes. Don't be afraid to attack the rim. Challenge their defense. Let's see some variety out there. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now here is Harris, following the miss by DeRozan. To take the lead, and it's laid in by Mudiay. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And if you want to score in the NBA, it's not easy. You have to make those tough contested shots like that one.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Mudiay. That's his first foul. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Back to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Looking to end his cold spell. Here's Valanciunas. That one, no good. Good defense by Jokic. For Denver, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Harris dishes to Mudiay. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. That's good from Harris on the assist for Mudiay. Harris has got the lead up to 4 now for Denver. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Toronto. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Here's Lowry. And it's Carroll in the corner. And again, no good by Toronto. And here's Denver. They're on a 9-1 run. Siakam against Mudiay. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Huge turnover. At really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
1:21 left to play in the final quarter. Mudiay against Lowry. Pass to Carroll. Five to shoot. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And the Raptors miss again.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Moutier looking around. Jokic draws the double. And they go to the intentional foul. .44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gallinari.
Really good job staying connected to the shooter there, not allowing an easy look.
And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Turning up the temperature on his intensity that time. DeRozan getting it done in the big-time moments.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Jokic. Over Valanciunas. The Nuggets with another miss. The Raptors call timeout. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
And here's Toronto.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Clutch basket by Lowry. This guy embraces these kinds of moments.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. 9 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Jokic. Count it! The Raptors call timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
I think you attack the rim here, get the ball close to the goal, and that way, even if you miss, you might have a chance for the putback.
Three-pointer, Lowry. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And, Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.